This here is the Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra. Yes, I've been using the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, guys. So let me show you. Starting from the packaging, you can just see this is the very first big difference. And there is something very important, guys. I've already put this on my community page. People are asking me, is this thing worth its money? Because right now this thing is very much expensive. It's 650 euro. And honestly, I don't know how to answer the question. Straight off the bat, I'll say no, it's not. It is just very much expensive. It's probably one of the most expensive smartwatches, and for sure it is almost twice the price of the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro when it was out. Now, of course, there are also other versions like the Galaxy Watch 7, right? And they look very similar to the Watch 5 Pro. A lot of people will also ask, like, hey VST, why are you still using your Galaxy Watch 5 Pro? The simple reason for this is that I'm getting a very good battery, and you know the story with the Galaxy Watch 6, smaller battery, right? So not a lot of more new options, so I decided to not change it, and I have been very happy with the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. Also using it with this thing here, this rubber band from Spigen, right, which eventually managed to protect the outer area of this beautiful watch. I go into the sea with this, I shower this, I really wear it all the time. And now the biggest question is like, hey, what happened? What did Samsung do to justify almost like 100% price increase? Well, of course, this is the Galaxy Watch Ultra, so they did put an Ultra. All right, and because it's an Ultra, of course, they decided, hey, listen guys, we're gonna be charging you more money. And they really had to change some things. I'm not saying a lot of things, because a lot of things are still the same, but they had to change some things, right, to just earn the title Ultra and really get our money. So I bought today with my own money the Galaxy Watch Ultra, and I also got as a gift the Galaxy Watch Ultra Trail Band. I'm gonna be unboxing them here together with you on the channel, guys. Then I'm going to compare the Galaxy Watch Ultra with the 5 Pro, right, on my S24 and S23 Ultra, and try to show you the main differences, and of course try to do a review. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not a fitness guy, so I'm not a person that is gonna go and, you know, like lose myself for 3 days in the mountain, try to survive like this guy from the Impact event who apparently is hiking for days. No, I'm not that guy, right? I basically use the watch for 3 main things: to count my steps, wake up in the morning with the alarm, and get the time. So sometimes, right, like sometimes, just sometimes, I also might use Google Pay, which is really essential, specifically when I go to the seaside and I don't have anything, I just can go outside and boom, buy myself a coffee. So with this disclaimer, guys, please welcome to the Galaxy Watch Ultra unboxing and comparison to the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. And to answer the question straight away, no, I don't think you have to buy it. I only bought this because first, I will wear it, hopefully for the next 2 years. And second, because I wanted to do this video on YouTube. But if you are thinking, hey, should I spend 650 euro on that product? Most probably don't do this. For this amount of money, you can go and buy a Garmin watch, you can buy, you know, like Huawei, they have also nice watches that will not cost you that amount of money. So this thing is crazy expensive. And I know a lot of people will say, hey, what about the Apple Watch Ultra? Because the Apple Watch Ultra, yes, looks exactly the same and it's even more expensive. And it looks the same because Samsung just decided to copy the design from the Apple Watch Ultra, to the Galaxy Watch Ultra. And Samsung, they have a problem with this copy pasting in the latest series. A lot of people also think that the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro are an exact copy, and they are not, for so many reasons. Yes, they have stems, and there are things like the Blade Light, and they support gestures, so we can go watch my video I did about them. So here I can justify this and say, listen, Samsung really tried to change things in and out because they do a market research. But here, guys, it is just a one-to-one copy. They don't only copy the shape of the Apple Watch Ultra, they also, quite annoyingly, copied the orange accent here to this button, right? And you know how it goes, like people usually are not so happy with this. I think there were even some interviews with some people from Samsung, from the design team. They said, listen, we don't really care. And I can accept this. But if you ask me right away, should I spend 650 euro on this? I would say, listen, don't do this, wait 1 month, 2 months, let's see how it goes, right? Because a lot of the things here are very equal to what I have in the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. But a lot of the things are also different, guys. Now, first things first, this is heavy. It's supposed to be 60 grams, right? This thing here is like 45 grams. So of course, if you want to go with the lighter version, you most probably should buy the Watch 7. But this thing here is also one of the first watches to be released with the Google Wear OS 5. And also it's using One UI Watch 6. But the main thing here is the chipset inside, because it's Exynos W1000, which is 3 nanometers, right? Compared to the Exynos W920, which is here, which is 5 nanometers, also using the Wear OS 4 here, right? With the One UI Watch 5. So there are a lot of things that are inside. 32 gigabytes of storage, 2 gigabytes of RAM versus only 16 gigabytes of storage and 1.5 gigabytes of RAM. So if we have to compare just the specification, of course, this watch will be far better. It's 2 generations ahead. A lot of the things are still the same, right? But some things really change. Here we have ultra wideband support. We have the exact very same battery, guys. 590 mAh. Of course, it's a non-removable battery and you can use only 10 watts to charge it. Why? Why, Samsung? If you are putting out the Ultra, you could have perhaps put even a bit more of the battery. Now, Samsung are saying you can do 100 hours in the power saving mode. Well, nobody is actually going to use the power saving mode. It's just not so good. I honestly would have accepted that price tag if they can tell me, listen, I can go for like 10-15 days. I use the Garmin Phoenix, I think 4 or 5 anyway, lasted me like 10-12 days. I use Huawei watches 10-20 days even sometimes. So there are some things that are quite tricky, and there are some things that are quite new, right? You still get the nice stuff like the blood pressure and the ECG. You also get some new stuff like the Bill Active measurement, which is also something taken by Garmin, or let's say influenced by Garmin. But the whole design is new. The strap now disconnects very easily, and I do believe that if you are a smartwatch enthusiast, and of course you have the money, go buy it. But my answer will be straight no for a regular user, for the average consumer, for you, like you name it. Wait 2 months and then reevaluate, and maybe then you find a better price. So with that said, guys, let's unbox it. For the very first time now on the VST channel, the Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra. Okay. Wow. Inside you have, of course, the watch, and then you have the strap. That's it, guys. So I think we can just get rid of that nice cover. By the way, I on purpose wanted to get the orange one. Don't ask me why. So this here is the new strap. And one of the first things that we can see is a totally different mechanism to attach it to the watch. This thing here, guys, let me show you on my 5 Pro. This is a disaster. So you have to play like for minutes to get it there. It's not so easy, all right? But this thing here, definitely worth it. I can also see, right, the Samsung logo here. You can also see it on the video. Something very interesting. I'm not sure if I've seen this ever before. Here we have an indication that this is titanium. All right, and then here we have SML, I guess that's the size. And now without any further ado, let's do another unboxing, because it seems that I have to also unbox the watch. All right, we're gonna handle this like a boss. And now, wow, the Galaxy Watch Ultra. It is the ever first Ultra watch by Samsung. Whew. All right, it has a sticker there. Let me just try to remove that sticker. Let's see what I have inside here. Oh my God! Sorry guys, there were some technical issues. Well, things like this happen, so I'm now back to the review. So this here is the magnetic charger. Like I told you in the beginning, 10 watts. Guess what, guys? This is the magnetic charger of the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. And it looks to be almost exactly the same. All right, anyway, so the good news is maybe I can use this to charge my Ultra watch. Another thing here, okay, a warranty card, the quick start guide in several languages. The Galaxy Watch Ultra weighs almost the same as my 5 Pro with the band together, but that's normal, like I told you. The screen, guys, is a Super AMOLED. Here we have 1.5 inch. Here on the 5 Pro we have 1 and 4 inch. And we also have here a high resolution 480 by 480. Here we have 450 by 450. Both of them use sapphire crystal. So again, the main differences besides the bigger screen is the new Exynos 1000, the 3nm processor. So besides the bigger screen and the upgraded resolution, the other big star is the new Exynos W1000 3nm. Has a different setup, a pentacore setup. Here we have a dual core setup, so here we have like a big little setup, but the GPU is the same. It's a Mali G68 in both of them. Before me turning on the watch, I want to show you how you can strap this nice band, because remember, this is one of the advantages. So you take the watch like this. By the way, I didn't really read anything, so let's just see how this works. No. All right. No. Okay. Should I do something? Maybe I should press on this. Okay. Oh, all right. That was easy. So apparently there is a knob here that you have to press. All right. And then there is this mechanism. And when you press the knob, and you can just put a strap like this, and boom. All right. Here it is, guys. So the Galaxy Watch Ultra fully strapped on, guys, and now for the first time I am going to try to switch it on. So we have 3 buttons here. This one here, guys, has 2 buttons, the power button here and then a programmable button. Usually I go home with this. Here, guys, we do have also this very nice action button. People are saying that this rotates but doesn't do anything, and actually they're not lying. This rotates indeed. So here I have my Galaxy S24 Ultra that is hooked up to my Watch 5 Pro. And here I have my Galaxy S23 Ultra, and the S23 Ultra is getting the good stuff. So I'm gonna hook up the Watch Ultra to my S23 Ultra. So let's start the setup process. As I'm restarting, just take a look at this. This is the Galaxy Watch 5, all right? So it's not the smoothest experience. Sometimes I have issues, right? I tried to deploy it a while ago, and I just use it with my standard software. It is actually a very nice watch, and you can do quite a lot of stuff. You can also get notifications in this watch, and you can also use voice or speech to text, which is quite nice. They're so pretty fine set. So it's really a smartwatch. You can also try to get your emails here. I think I got an Outlook client. So it is actually a very nice watch, but indeed it is not really that smooth. The whole setup process, guys, is very much simplified. And now we're here. Select the quick button action. So I can either open my exercises, open multisport, use it as a stopwatch, trigger a flashlight, or water lock. Let's pretend I'm a fitness guy, so I'm gonna choose the open my exercises. Then I'm gonna press next. Now I'm gonna try to put this baby on. All right. Wow. This looks very sturdy, by the way. I can tell. Let me move this a bit like this. And by the way, now I have second thoughts about the color, but this ship has sold because I paid already 650 euro. Oh yeah, it is just a lot. So preferred wrist left. You can also create custom workout routines, which is actually very good, because you know Samsung is really strong with routines. They have the routines, Routines Plus, you know, Good Luck, and also the Bixby routines. You can do plenty of things in terms of automation with the Galaxy products. One UI, check your body's battery level, and this thing I guess is new. I used some Garmin watches and I had something very similar there, so I don't think it's new to the whole smartwatches thing, but at least it's new for the Samsung watches. And the Watch 5 Pro doesn't really have this, and I don't think that the Galaxy Watch 7 will have this. Understand your sleep for better rest. Now, Samsung is putting a lot of efforts into AI and also combining AI with health functions. So let's say giving you some tailored advice and etc. By the way, guys, I am also able to monitor the blood pressure here. You need to get an external blood pressure monitor, use it 3 times to do 3 measurement, calibrate it. So, and it's by the way very close. I think I did a whole video about this. So you have the blood pressure and also the ECG. It's all certified, US FDA, whatever. So it should work hopefully as intended. Now I'm gonna press next. Double pinch to control your watch. You can pinch twice to answer calls. Right, this thing, I think I've seen this, right? I have some memories. I've seen this somewhere. Oh, was it the Apple Watch Ultra? Yes, I think they did something like that. But anyway, yeah, let's just take a tour of the watch. Swipe down from the top to open the quick panel. Wow, this display is straight gorgeous, I have to tell you. Finding your apps, I'm gonna press next. For apps, swipe up from the bottom edge, okay, like this. Where are my apps? They're here. Swipe down to go back to the watch face. All right, like this. Okay, checking notifications. Let's try to check notifications. So somebody's messaging me, I have to go right. Standard stuff. Swipe right from the edge to go back to the previous screen, and then swipe one more time to go back to the watch face. I will just show you for comparison. These here are the tiles that I'm using on my 5 Pro. All right, I have all the circles here, the weather, all right, my sleep. Oh my God, only 4 hours. Last day, not so good. Okay, then calendar, blood pressure, ECG, stress, and etc. etc. Let's say I want to go inside, check all my quick settings. All right, I can do this to go back. One swipe will get me all my applications. I can reorder them. If I want to go back, boom, brings me back on the home screen. By the way, this animation is dope. You can see what happens. So one more time, boom, and now everything reorders. Yeah, I have like an integrated compass here. You can see. Every time I move my hand, this compass is actually moving. This is really nice. So what happens when I... Oh, and this I guess is the always on display. You can also get this on the Watch 5 Pro. Go here, click here, and then we have the always on display. And then the moment the screen is not active, you're gonna see that one. Now, what is gonna happen when I press the action button? Oh, open my exercises. All right, walking, track run. Yeah, there are a lot of things and you can apparently edit them. So, boom, back on my main watch face. I have some notifications here. I have the tips, customization service. All right. By the way, you can see the way it operates. It is very, very smooth. Okay, I have here some more tiles. This is the weather. It really feels more smooth than the 5 Pro, right? But I don't really think it's just by much. Definitely smoother though. The menu looks a bit more different. I guess it's a different manager. But we have the same things. We have the watch faces. Okay, this is on the 5 Pro. Those are the watch faces here. Featured watch faces, get new watch faces for the One UI 6 watch. All right. Then we have the apps that are on the screen. This looks absolutely one and the same, right? You can try to get your own tiles. So featured, calculator. There are also the clock ones, connected devices, contacts if you want, maps, Outlook, Samsung Health, really a lot of stuff. Scale the smart things. You can pretty much find the very same things here. And then of course at the end we have the quick panel. So the quick panel looks almost identical, if absolutely not the same. And this is the whole point, guys, because a lot of people will ask this question: if I have really the 5 Pro, or let's say I have a 6 or 6 Pro, should I just upgrade? Yeah, maybe if you want a faster UI and you want really to get the latest technologies, then maybe you can buy the Watch 7, like the bigger one. But if you want to go with the Ultra, then you have to spend almost like double the money, and this is like what's questionable. But again, here we have this titanium frame that corners the watch. So honestly, design-wise, I don't think it looks bad, right? Design-wise, I like it. It feels premium. Absolutely same. We have the most notifications. So if you want to just enable some of them, like, you probably will be able to do this very same things on your other watch. We have the battery, all right? So the battery is here in under battery and device care. But if I open, you're gonna see it's still the same. Now, of course, I need to use this for a few days so that the software and the watch itself is able to really learn my patterns and give me hopefully the best battery. I just want to get it at least 2 days, but I don't think that's that's going to end up like this. I have several options for the quick button. The first one, of course, is Samsung Health, but there are other things like stopwatch. And let me show you guys. I think that this is really cool because right now I've programmed here the stopwatch. I can resume it. All right, you can see from here it will start, right? Let's say I can go back. I like the animation here, right? So you can either go from here, or let's say you want to use this only as a stopwatch, then you have a dedicated button, you can resume it, then also try to close it if you want. And of course, this works really nice. Samsung Health is really important because from here I can try to sync all my data, and you can see that I do have also the energy score. This energy score will show your body's battery level before each day. And again, I've seen something very similar inside Garmin. It will try to analyze your sleep activity, your regular activity, and also the heart rate, and tell you, right, you are in a bad shape, you need more rest, or let's say you are in a better shape, so it's okay to just go and do some more action. Then we have the start action with short press, right? So you can also try to use a short press or double press. So let's say right now, if I just do one press, nothing. So double press will open your required action. This is actually quite nice because then you can avoid some, let's say, incidental presses. Oh, okay. This is actually quite loud. So the double press will get me to the most recent app. So let's try to open the Play Store. So right now I'm in Play Store. Let me just go back to my main screen. If I now double press the home button, boom, you know. And by the way, you can see it is very smooth. I mean, I have to give Samsung credits for this. this really operates in a very smooth way. You can just see all the transitions. It really feels like a complete product. Press and hold it to get the power menu, of course siren, emergency call, and of course touch sensitivity. So yeah, this thing is here and it works. Then you have the back button. You can also try to customize the back button. A lot of these things, guys, are here as well, so you can use this here. Now what is important and what sets the Ultra Watch from the 5 Pro is this gesture. So we have double pinch. We'll show you a double pinch icon in the places where you can use this gesture. All right, you can pinch twice to answer calls, dismiss alerts, launch apps, control your music. All right, guys, I loaded Spotify and I want to, let's say, play the music, and I do the double pinch. I can feel that the watch vibrates, but sadly, nothing really happens here. So if I have to use some gestures now, I'll do like this, open the camera preview, and then use the double pinch gesture and try to get a photo so this thing work. What is not so good is that they said you can use it to control music, apparently not with Spotify. So now let's do an ECG. Okay, the ECG doesn't show signs of atrial fibrillation. So this is it. When I open this, this is what it looks like. And now let me try to take another measurement. Okay. Okay, in progress, and now here it's circa the same. Now I'm not really sitting in a very comfortable position, but I do believe that I got like circa the same results. So this, guys, is here a direct comparison. As you can see, quite obviously the Watch Ultra is more viewable, right? So the display here is really pumping up a lot of brightness and you're really able to see. This here is the display of the Watch 5 Pro, and this here as the display of the Watch Ultra. And if I have to show you one more time a direct comparison, I do believe that this is better. And now it's time to try a call. Something that is very important, guys, the vibration and the haptics of the Watch Ultra are fantastic. I can really feel them on my wrist. All right, so let me just pick up the phone. All right, hey man, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, let me just pump up the volume. Right, can you tell me about the sound quality? Do you think it's acceptable or you think it's not the best that you've heard?
It's probably what better when you have a cough, when you talk with somebody on the phone. In a watch, it's still very good.
All right, and now it's time for me to test the notifications. The first notification came in, guys. How do I know? Like I told you guys, the feedback and the haptics are really crazy, okay? So how am I? You can see it's quite audible and you can answer something like this. What I really like with the Wear OS is the fact that you are able to also not only send stickers, but you can also use a regular keyboard like this, right? And guys, you are also able to send voice messages, and this is simply very nice. So let me just try to show you. I'm gonna use now that function. I'm gonna click here, and now I'm gonna try to speak. Hey buddy, how are you today? Okay, and as you can see, it really uses voice to speech to just convey my message, and this is something that I really like. Now that we check the screen and we can confirm that it's very good, we also check the call quality and the speaker, and I do believe that they're also very good, and we check the notifications outside. It's time to see the notifications one more time inside. So now I'm entering the always on display. All right, somebody's messaging me on Facebook. Something, guys, that I do believe is really not well communicated. The haptics of this watch are crazy, right? Now you see that I have a red dot here. If I click, right, I'm still gonna have that dot. If I go to the left, boom, here is my notification. So like I told you, I can use all kind of emojis. There is a pretty fine text. You can also click here and you can speak, hey, 1, 2, 3 text. You can see I can use my voice to send messages. And again, if you want to stick to the standard stuff, you just swipe up and you can go back to ABC and have a full QWERTY keyboard, okay? If that's your thing, and it's gonna work quite nice. Now, I've been using so many smartwatches in the years that never were able to send emojis, and this here is not the situation. See what happens here. Somebody else messaging me, boom, I get a nice notification. I can click here, right, and then I can just try to send an emoji, and it's gonna work as simple as that. So in terms of being a proper smartwatch, I do believe that the Ultra delivers. One thing that we need to test for sure in the next days is the fitness tracking, so the walking and running the bike and stuff like this. Again, I am not a fitness guy, but I'm really gonna try to give my best so that you will know is this worth it or not. Now, what about the controls, right? You can start it with the button here or resume it, right? Short press will pause or resume it. Then you have swipe right to open the control panel, right? And then guys, you have swipe left to open the media controller. So let me just try to start it. I'm gonna allow the precise location, all right? And I'm gonna allow this while I'm using the applications. So now the moment I start, right, you can also touch the skip. The vibration and the feedback are really very good. So now let's say I'm walking, I can just pause. And again, the vibration is insanely good, guys. So let's resume. Here I have the controls. I can put play pause. If I swipe to the other side, I have here my video controls. And I can just press once here. Okay, or let's say just hold it off like this and I can finish the workout. So again, it's very common sense, and what I do like is that you can see there is absolutely no lag involved. So honestly, right now from what I see, this is impressive. This is really a good upgrade to my Watch 5 Pro. Is the price still justified? I don't think so. I think it's very much expensive, but hey, because it's expensive, then at least we get to easily attach straps. And now let's try to put this strap and test it. How can you remove the strap, guys? Very easy. You just press click, boom. Right, one more time. You just press here, click, and voila. This now is gone. Let's try to appreciate the body of the watch. We have here all the sensors, right, the microphones, titanium all around, so it really looks like a premium product. And I have to tell you, if Samsung were able to price this around like 400 euro, most probably this would have been a killer watch. Right now with that price tag, oh yeah, I just think it's way too expensive. But don't forget, this thing can not only measure like sport activities and be a full-time smartwatch, it can also measure the ECG and the blood pressure, and also is the first watch in the world that is certified to measure and look for sleep apnea, which is actually something good. This really feels premium. I'm not joking, you guys. After a short mind game, I was able to hook it up, and honestly, this feels very nice. The fabric is flexible. And also, guys, I think probably not the best choice for the summer, but it's flexible and it has a very durable fit, right? So like if you're definitely jogging or biking or trying to survive in the woods, most probably this Galaxy Watch Ultra Trail Band is not going to be a bad one, right? I just like the simplicity of this. You just hook it up like this. And also something, guys, that is very, very important. I don't think that people are talking enough about this. We just remove and put on these new bands. Like this mechanism here is absolutely good. But again, this is not a novelty. We also got this in Garmin. And now let me show you a bit more of the watch. When I'm inside, I can press here to open and access all my apps. I can decide to close them all. Let's try to close them all. You can of course also put this somewhere on a button. Right here we have to go Play Store. Everything works very nicely. Like there seems to be no lags whatsoever. We have here all the settings, connections and health. Like this is pretty much all the stuff that you're able to update. Let's try to check the software update. So I'm checking for some updates. I want to see what is the current version. The version of the watch right now is AXFB. I do believe that this is exactly the same version that I also have on my Buds 3 Pro. Okay, here we can access the weather, and again the colors are very nice, no lag whatsoever. What is very important is that apparently this works also very good when you're outside under the direct sunlight. Right, you have here also a calculator, and it seems to be a good thing. Right, let me just try to also check the mic here. So what I'm gonna try to do right now, I'm gonna try to record a bit. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Oh, and it's showing also the wave, so let me just try to stop that one. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Oh, and it's showing also the wave, so I think that the sound quality of the watch is quite nice. Something that is being used on many other watches. Let me just try to pump up the volume and show you the volume. Alright. So this is the unboxing, the first setup and my initial test of the Galaxy Watch Ultra. Ask me anything, guys. This becomes right now my daily driver, and this will become history. And if you want to check some videos on the Buds 3 Pro, you know where the channel is. Thank you so much. VST over and bye.